Morning, good morning. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias. Today we're going to start another lesson on ESL. This is primarily based for those Hispanic students who want to learn to speak English. Speak English. Use it or lose it. Úsalo o piérdelo. Today we're still going to work with what we call pronouns, pronombres in Spanish. We got to remember in English we have to use the pronombres a lot more than you do in Spanish, because in Spanish the Spanish verb indicates what the pronoun is, like the word nosotros. We are somos. Somos, all you do in Spanish would say somos, and you know we're talking about we. Okay, but in English we've got to have the nosotros, like the word we. We are happy. Okay, the verb does not include the subject pronoun. We have to include I, you, we, they, she or he. All these are very, very important to us. Okay, so let's get started. First one we will go into is we are students. Somos estudiantes. Now you notice I didn't say an English word that would is just the verb itself. Our students, we have to, in Spanish you can say our students, somos estudiantes, we are students. Okay, alright, but let's get back to English. In English we do it, we are students. We are students. Okay, if you're looking on the video, you can see there on the left where I'm trying to explain this. We are students. And then also in we even use another verb in Spanish. Usamos un otro verbo en español, because we began to start talking about verbs that it means is, to be. We have two of them in Spanish, ser and estar, but we don't have that in English, so we have to just take care of that in another way. Okay? I'm in Miami. I'm in Miami. That's a contraction of I and am. I am in Miami. But that's not true. I am in Tyler. I am in Tyler. And then we can do the weather. It's hot. In Spanish we say hace calor. Oh, the weather, she's hot. Not the weather, the weather's hot. Now, my English is sounding like I don't know English, but I do. My mommy taught me English. I forgot some of it, but I'm here and I do know English. I probably need to work on it. I ought to listen to my class. Maybe I could learn there. Okay. It is hot. It is hot. We go outside, it's hot. It is hot. And we can all say it's hot. It's hot. And we're talking about the weather. And Spanish we would say hace calor. Hace calor. But we don't do that. We say it's hot. It is hot. It's hot. It's hot outside. That's what we say. It's hot outside. Because if we just say it's hot, it could be too hot into the house. too hot in the house, and somebody wants to turn the air conditioner and make it cold, cold, cold. But no, we're not going to do that. Okay. Okay. Another part of the lesson is you talking about you are doctors. Now we're going to the plural. You are doctors, and we're looking to somebody over there and says, you are doctors. Ustedes son médicos. Ustedes son médicos. And in English, you are doctors. Okay, and then we say you are doctors, and that's also the plural. You can use more than one with the word you. Sometimes you is singular, you can also be plural. And we don't always say you are. In English we say you're, and that's putting together you and are, your doctors. Again, this is probably difficult to get used to, but that's the way those crazy gringos talk. I know, because I'm one of them. Alright, let's see. Okay, how about está lloviendo? Okay, it is raining. It is raining. It's raining. Look at the weather out there. It's raining. Okay, notice without even thinking about it, I changed it is raining to it's raining. We combine those two all the time. It's raining outside. It's raining. I don't like the rain, but then I like the rain to water the flowers and the grass, so that makes it nice. Let's see. Alright. Your nationality. Okay. Mexican. I am Mexican. I'm Mexican. That's why my English needs help and my Spanish is perfect. I'm Mexican. Okay, notice again, I changed I am to I'm Mexican without even thinking about it. That's how it works with the gringo mind. I'm Mexican, or I'm American, or I'm Guatemalan. I am Guatemalan. I'm Guatemalan. I am Guatemalan. I am, okay, well, that's good enough. We did that. I get confused when I can say I'm from Salvador. I'm Salvadoran. That's right. I'm Salvadoran. I am Salvadoran. I'm Salvadoran. Both are correct, but one is more popular than the other, and that's I'm. I am, but I am together. I'm Salvadoreño. I'm Guatemalan. I'm Chileno. I think you could say that way. Chileno. I'm from Chile. I'm Chileno. All right. Well, okay, that's enough for that. All right, we've got through that. Okay, let's practice some things in the negative. We don't always say we've got to have a yes or no. Necesitamos entender algo en la idea de negativa. We don't always say yes. No vamos a decir yes all the time. No vamos a decir sí todo el tiempo. A veces es no. Sometimes our response is no. A veces nuestra respuesta es no. Entonces, well then, not entonces, well then, let's do some practice. And we'll also include the contractions, because that's so very big part of our English language. Okie dokie, here we go. To be, I am not, okay, I'm not. I'm not Mexican. I am not Mexican. Although I eat a lot of tortillas and a lot of frijolitos, I'm not Mexican. Although I speak Spanish, I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican. I am not Mexican. Although I have a Mexican hat, I am not Mexican. I'm not Mexican. Okay, and how about you? Okay, remember we use this sometimes in the negative, I mean the plural and the singular. You are not Mexican. You are not Guatemalan. You are not Chinese. You are not Russian. You are not Mexican. Okay, is that enough of you not? Okay, and then you aren't. Okay, you aren't. We put are and not together. You are not. You aren't. You aren't Mexican. You aren't Chinese. You aren't Texan. Oh yeah, we can use Texan. You are not. You aren't Texan. You're from in Chicago or someplace up north. Okay, you aren't Chinese. Okay, let's go on to he is not. He is not Texan. He's not Texan. Okay, he isn't a Texan. He is not. He isn't. He is not. He isn't. The is and the not comes he's not. He is not. He's not. He isn't. He isn't. He's not Mexican. He's not Salvadorian. Okay, and she. She is not. She isn't. She isn't. She's not. So it's kind of a double contraction there. Is not. Isn't. And she's not. She is not. She is not Chinese. She isn't Chinese. She's not Chinese. Okay. I guess there's 3 ways to say that. She is not. She isn't. And she's not. Okay. No contraction there. Either one of the 3 are correct. Follow along on what's written on the on your screen and the lesson there. Okay. It is not. Okay. It's just something where the gender is not important. A lot of times in English it's not. If it is, we put in a pronoun to describe it. It is not. It isn't. It isn't an apple. It isn't an orange. It isn't a banana. Okay. It's not a banana. It's not. It's not a tree. It's a bush. It's not a snake. It's a rope. Okay. It is not. It isn't. And it's not. 3 ways to say the same thing. And all 3 are used by we happy gringos. Okay, let's go on to we. We are not. Okay, we aren't. We aren't. Okay, the aren't is, we added the apostrophe T for not, and then we can do it another way. We're not. We're not. The full word is we are not, but let me remind you, just 20 or 30 more times. When we speak, this is how we speak, and this is how we say things. Okay, let's go on to they are not. Okay, or there could be ellos, no son, no están, the same thing. Okay, they are not. They aren't. They're not. Okay, in the first place we put not. We put an abbreviation. They are not. They aren't. They're not. Okay, we just combine it all together. In English, we don't even think about it. They're not. If we're writing it, then we'll probably be more careful with it. But since we're going from written language to spoken language, this is how it sounds. I'm sorry for making all of these hard things to tell you, but that's life. Lo siento, estas cosas a veces están muy difícil. But it isn't to the person whose native language is English, or native language is Spanish, or your native language. It all comes automatically because our mommy and daddy taught us before we could even walk on how to talk. And so now we're trying to work it backwards. We can walk, run. Now we got to learn how to talk again. Tenemos que aprender cómo hablar una vez más porque estamos adultos. And we have to learn the language by studying. Tenemos aprender el idioma por estudiando. And remember, we're learning a language that we have to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Use it, use it, use it. And that way you will get it. You will be able to speak English so that everybody understands you, and you will understand everybody. I think that's my plan. The Lord bless you. Amen.